Well, after finishing up and returning to our home base, and now it's been a couple of weeks, we thought we'd do a recap of what we thought of the whole cruise, point by point. First off, let's get it out of the way. Here are some of the cold hard facts or the stats of the trip. We towed the boat 2,383 statute miles from the Arizona place to the Tampa area. We planned on spending 5 nights in the hotels. We actually wound up spending 10 nights in hotels. That break fire sure got our attention. We lived aboard on the hard while we were preparing the boat and as we were closing it up for storage for 20 days. We lived aboard on the water for 63 days. Our grand total of miles on the water only came up to 227 miles, but they were good miles because we got to see all kinds of stuff we were looking for. And we used approximately 17 gallons of fuel.
Also in our stats, we went through 11 bascule bridges, 3 swing bridges, 3 railway bridges, and 2 locks on the river.
And last but not least, even though we used it every single day, at least for a cup of coffee, we only went through almost 1 bottle of propane. Once we got to the Tampa area, we pulled into Shell Point Marina and Yard. They were very helpful, allowed us to live aboard as we got the boat ready to hit the water, put us in the water nice and gently, and then allowed us to stay at a slip for a little while we finished off getting ready to leave. From there, we headed out, and we were originally just planning on turning left and going down to the ICW, but at the last minute, we came up with the idea of hitting St. Petersburg.
Now, I have to say that I really, really loved St. Petersburg, and I think Greg did as well.
I did.
And for a number of reasons. The location is absolutely fabulous. There's a lot of touristy restaurants. There's a lot of museums, which we've talked about. There's easy transportation. Everything's right on the water. All of these are benefits that we really, really enjoy. I also enjoyed it. We got a chance to provision. We got a chance to acclimate ourselves to the humidity of the area. So at the point that we hit St. Petersburg, we were still adapting to the weather, and it was an absolutely fabulous place to do that.
I think I've got to add that we also really liked the St. Petersburg Municipal Marina. They treated us well, and it was just a nice marina to be in.
Sarasota at the Hyatt Marina was the height of luxury in our opinion. We got to use the pool and the jacuzzi, and we got towels all day long if we wanted. We could rent all kinds of toys, although we really had other things on our mind. We wanted to go and visit the museums and the local attractions, so we didn't really get to try the water toys that much.
I've also got to say that I was astounded in all the marinas that we were in. This was the most luxurious marina with the most amenities, and also, by the way, one of the lowest cost marinas we were in. From there, we moved down the waterway to Venice. Now, I've got to say we pulled into Fisherman's Wharf Marina, which Active Captain calls a first choice marina. Take a look at this picture. This is the whole thing of the marina. I've got to say this was one of the most expensive marinas and had the fewest amenities. We stayed for a few days, but I would not put this one high on my list.
However, let me chime in here and say that the restaurant on the property had some dynamite mussels and other items on the menu too, but we couldn't quite get past those mussels. They were so good, and we ate them several times.
They also had a small farmer's market on Saturday that we stayed for.
We stayed a few days at Burnt Store Marina. I have to say we really didn't need provisioning, and we never did attempt to leave the property, so I'm not sure what there was off the property to see or what the transportation might have been. But we had laundry facilities and showers and a restaurant, and we were able to take walks around the property, so it was not bad.
We have a friend, Rodney, who also owns a North Sea 27, who invited us to come up to Punta Gorda, Lashley Marina. That's where he keeps his boat, and we thought it was a pretty darn nice marina. It's a little open, so you get a little swell coming in, but it's close to everything, and they even have free bicycles for use to go around town and do your shopping. Not only do they have two-wheelers, they have three-wheelers and tandem bikes too.
We used the bicycles to take a ride over to Fisherman's Village, which was the other option that we thought we might enjoy staying at. Our friend Rodney told us that Punta Gorda was preferable, and I can say that. I believe that too. I think that Fisherman's Village is a shopping place, and there's a lot of interesting things to do there, restaurants and ice cream and things like that. But we really had a nice time. We had a farmer's market over there at Punta Gorda and lots of nice restaurants, and the people at the marina are very, very nice. They gave us hints about things that we would not have discovered on our own, and we really appreciated our time there.
And the other thing I've got to add to it is Fisherman's Village had pilings that you had to tie up to when you came in, but Punta Gorda had floating docks, and that's what we look for when we go from place to place. It's just so much easier.
Fort Myers Legacy Marina was kind of a milestone for us because it's right at the mouth of the river, and it was kind of coming to the end of our adventure, and we realized that. So it was a little sad and a little exciting both. We enjoyed the pool there, and we enjoyed the shopping in the town. We enjoyed the donut shop nearby. I think all in all, I think we really liked Fort Myers. We, as I said, had this mixed feelings about it because we knew our time was coming to an end for now.
As we went up the river, we anchored off to the side of the river a couple places. We'll get to that later, but we stopped at La Belle City Dock, which was a free dock for up to 3 days, power and water included. We were very impressed. It's a nice little town with wonderful little shops. There's a honey store that sells just honey that's been open for years and years and years.
We found La Belle Marina from Active Captain.
From there, further up the river, we made it to the Glades Boat Storage Yard. They've got 2 very small docks, and we got hauled out there. If you go to our last short video, you'll see all of that. What can I say? It's a haul out yard. I guess I'd like to talk about anchoring in general. Our preference, if we had everything we wanted, would be good holding, number 1. Now, we found good holding most everywhere we were on this trip. But the big thing is clear, warm water that we can get in and swim every day. And I have to say, we didn't find this anywhere on this trip. We had very high hopes for Pelican Bay. We were invited there by Rodney, and a number of other people told us about it as being one of the best places around, and it did have great holding. But I've got to tell you, we pulled in, and within 10 minutes of pulling in, a snake swam by the boat. Now, I can relate to you what was said, but you might hear it better from Jill.
Well, I said, I'm not getting in water that snakes swim in, and I can't even see them coming because I can't see into the water.
Now, I've got to tell you, not long after that, we saw an alligator swim by, and we can't put on recording what was said about that. But be assured, we were not getting in the water there. Now, the rest of the anchoring was down the ICW, and it was more or less places listed and active captain that were just off to the side of the ICW, to the left or to the right. They were loud and surgy during the day, and not too surgy. Some of them were okay at night, but it was still not what we consider anchoring, where you're away from a lot of people and you can swim. We saw that the water wasn't clear anywhere along the way. Had we gone on the outside, we might have found clear water, but our intention was to go along the ICW to get us a feel for what it's like doing the ICW. I had thought about in the past maybe doing the Great Loop, and after doing this, if I was going to do the Great Loop, I'd get a power boat, and I'd know that it's not really sailing like we like.
So all in all, I would say that in trying the ICW, we got to experience something that we haven't done before, and that's the bridges and the shallow water. So it's always good to keep your skills up, and the anchoring in the shallow waters is a skill that I can't discount. But would I do this again? Probably not.
Now, I touched on the snake and the alligator, but we did see a lot of other sea life. We saw
manatees. I really wanted to see manatees. And in fact, from Shell Point, we went to the electric company to see where they hang out, and I got a glimpse of a couple of them. And this whole trip, I've been trying to find manatees because there are signs posted, slow down, manatees, so I'm always watching for them. But up the river is where I really got to anchor and enjoy them playing around a little bit, and watching them going through the locks. So when they want to go change their atmosphere, they actually have to lock through as well.
Yeah, we also got to see what else? Oh, turtles. We saw bunches of turtles. We saw fish. We saw
otters.
Sea otters in the
river otters.
River otters, excuse me. River otters going up the river. So we did get to see quite a bit of sea life. Most of it we wanted to see. Like I say, the alligators and snakes, not so much.
Not so much the bugs and mosquitoes either.
Yeah, now they ate us alive. So mostly Jill, but Chica wants to add something. Anyway, that's our recap for this trip this year. And we're hoping to, we left Guinevere at the yard in storage, and we hope to get back to her in the not too distant future, and we'll pick up on some more videos when we do that. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, please hit the like button down below.